Ladies and gentlemen, here we are for another episode of What If F1 Return 2. And today we are here by popular demand, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, at the Fuji Speedway. It was a track where, of course, we've had the Japanese Grand Prix in the past. Most recently, we had it in 2007 and 2008. Those two races were some very good races, especially in the rain, and there were some iconic battles, like, for example, the one that springs to mind, we had Kubica and Massa in the rain on the last lap, duking it out, and yeah, it's a really good track in my opinion. It's one that I have raced before in Gran Turismo, and also on this actual game as well. I have used it before and it has been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it because there is a really nice flowing nature about the circuit that really complements F1 cars, and I wouldn't be against F1 going back here in the future, but not at the expense of Suzuka preferably, because it is one of my favourite tracks. Either way, if you guys have missed the last episode or any of the episodes in the playlist, there'll be a link to the top right hand corner of the screen, guys, and you can watch every single episode we've done so far, and that way you can see what tracks we have done. So before you guys get in the comments and give me your suggestions, please look at the playlist and look at the tracks I've done before, and then you can give me your comments in terms of tracks I haven't done. In terms of some of those tracks I have on my list at the minute, I've got Donington springs to mind. I want to probably do Le Mans as well. I'm curious about that, and then also other F1 tracks that I haven't been to. Kailami, for example, in South Africa. A lot of tracks, it's going to be exciting. There's still plenty of things to do, and I cannot wait. But we are here at Fuji, and we're going to get racing once again, racing in the 2019 Mercedes here with Lewis Hamilton, and we're going to see what this track is all about, and just, refresh our memories, and personally, just for me, bringing back some old memories. But either way, let's get underway, and let's see what this is like. Right, so we're going to leave the pit exit. Here we go. We're going to roll out easily. Again, I'm going to run cockpit view. You guys can watch the replay later on in the video when we actually set a decent lap in TV cam or replay. But I'm going to change the structure of these videos a little bit. So what we are going to do is we're going to have a couple of laps. Not necessarily to get 100% up to speed, but once we've done a few laps, we are actually going to jump into a quick race. And that's going to be the new format of this series moving forward. So we're actually going to race the AI and have a bit of fun. So I'm just going to have a few laps just to get used to the car and track combination, and then we're going to race some AI. So here we are then, Fuji. You've already seen turn 1, a very sharp apex, and then turn 2 follows up very quickly, a blind overheel left, and then you've got this long right, which feeds into a very tricky apex, but then it's a really wide exit through this long left, and you can really use that to get the power down as we now go for a little right hand kink and down the hill towards this very heavy brake zone with a tricky little chicane with a little right left right combo, and easy to run wide here because it's actually more than a 90-degree corner. It's like 120, 130 degrees. It's a very sharp hairpin almost, and then we start to make our way uphill towards the end of the lap, going through these kind of off-cambered rights, and these corners, there's a million different lines you can take through here, and ultimately it's down to your preference, but these corners are very, very aggressive, and they're quite tricky for the F1 car because when you go over bumps with the turbo hybrid, it just wants to spin you out, like there for example. But either way, we've done it. We're going to open up DRS, we're going to try and set a lap here early on, and see what kind of pace we can do. I think this is going to be a very quick lap. We've now got this absolutely massive pit straight. It's one of the longest ones I know of, and I don't really know where to brake for turn 1 here, so we're going to be braking a little bit early. I'm going to brake at the 50-meter board, and no, that's way too late. So there we go, never mind braking early, we've completely misjudged that. Let's just get back onto the racetrack. Easy does it. There we go. Right, let's have a little bit of speed. I know where I'm going now. The rest of the track's okay. It's just turn 1. I'm never really that confident through there. But here we go, through the left. Of course, back in the day, there wasn't an F1 game in 2007, 2008. Therefore, we couldn't actually race Fuji. So you can only do this track, I believe, in Gran Turismo and other simulators like Assetto Corsa, also R-Factor. So it's a bit of a hidden gem, really. A bit of a missed opportunity for F1. But yeah, is it either way? We get to experience it here in the Assetto Corsa with this fantastic 2019 F1 car here as we make our way into the hairpin. There we go, lastly on the apex. Quite a nasty bump actually, and oh dear, the car's gone already. This track is unforgiving. Right, you know what, I'm going to make some setup changes. I'm going to loosen up the car a bit already and make it a bit more competitive, so that way we can push a bit more. So let's do that right now, and let's see if we could try and improve the feeling of the car. Right, here we are then towards the end of the lap. We've now put on the fastest tyres. We've also taken out half of the fuel, so from 50 down to 25 litres. And I've also taken off a bit of the front wing so that we get a bit more balance in the car, so that way it makes the rear more stable. So here we go, through the final corner, opening up the line. Again, a million different lines you can take through there. We're going to open up DRS. I'm also running a slightly higher engine mode, so let's see what our representative lap time is. I'm not quite sure what the laps were back in the day that they were doing, so I'm not really 100% certain what to aim for, but we're going to try and set a decent lap here. This time, let's not overdo it at turn 1. I'm just going to brake, not look at the meter boards, I'm going to brake looking at the apex, and that was much better. There we go. I'm quite happy with that one. So, turn 1 navigated. Now we're going to go into turn number... I think this is turn 3 actually, because the king before is kind of turn 2. A little bit cautious through there. I'm going to try and carry a bit more speed through it, because it grips up halfway through, and you can carry a lot more speed. There we go. A little bit wide, but again, the nature of the exit of the corner, you can get away with that. Just need to go off that curb a little bit. Making our way down the hill now towards the little tricky right-left-right combo here. 100-meter board. A little bit wide though on the brakes. We are going to avoid the bump. Let's not spin the car this time. There we go. Nicely done. Carrying 4th gear through this off-cambered right where the car gets very loose over the top. 5th, back down to 4th. 3rd actually for this kind of double apex left, but the car again gets loose over the top. These kind of corners really do not suit this car. And then one more to go here with a bit of a bump over the top again. And that's a lap of Fuji. DRS open. Looking like a 1 minute 16-17 lap time it seems as we approach the line. Maybe even a 120 actually, because the line is a bit further back. Here we go. 118, 119, 119.1. So there we go. Down towards turn 1. A little bit more cautious on the brakes, but we're going to try and focus on getting a better exit. There we go. Pretty much matching the previous one. Let's try and be a bit more committed through here once again. That was better. We have actually lost some time though, but it was much tidier. I'm going to try and go flat through here. Keep it in 7th gear. Oh, that's better. This time we do get the apex, keeping it in 4th gear. Staying off the curb as well. And there we go. We're up once again on the delta. A much tidier lap this time. Not much quicker, but tidier. Let's not run too hot on the brakes this time. Into the chicane. Easy does it. Trying to carry some speed. Oh, it snaps on us there again. And again. Oh, catch it, catch it, catch it. Oh my god, my wrists. There we go. Well held, but we've lost a bit of time. We're now 6/10 down on our previous best. This is such a tricky one. The car wants to get loose on you every single time. And again, we lose it there over the top. Right, you know what? I think we're good. I've got enough practice. I know where I'm going. I'm going to try and go for one more decent lap. We're going to crank up the engine to a full power. And we're going to see what the best lap time we can do is. But I know where I'm going now. I've got a good enough understanding of the circuit, so we're going to jump into a quick race. Here we go. Turn 1. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to brake as clear as I possibly can. As the curb appears on the left-hand side, sorry. Into 3rd on a short shift. Back on the gas. There we go. 3/10 up. Let's carry a bit of speed through here. I'm going to try and go 6th gear this time. Over the curb. There we go. That's nice. We can go flat through here. We know that. Take a nice wide first part to really get it nice and tight for the second part. Going to dip into 3rd gear actually through there. Ah, that was not the right move. Damn it, there's a spin. Right, there we go, enough practice. Don't want to be too perfect because that way I make it more exciting for the race. So let's get racing here at Fuji and let's see what the AI is like. Hopefully they're not too chaotic and not too suicidal. Right, so here we are then on the grid for a race here at Fuji Speedway. Unfortunately, it is not a full grid of 20 cars. It is only 15 cars. I've been having a few issues with my PC being able to run with a full grid. And I'm still not running at max frames, which is a little bit concerning, but I'm going to try and hopefully get away with it. I've had a few warnings from my PC saying, stop this because your PC is overheating and it can't handle it. So hopefully with 15 cars, there should be a little bit less of a stress load for the PC. I've also lowered my graphics a little bit, but hopefully not too much. And you guys can still appreciate the quality. Either way, regardless, we are going to get racing here. And like I said, a 15-car grid, a 6-lap race around the Fuji International Speedway. And we're going to see exactly how we can do this. And hopefully the AI are not too suicidal. We can have a little bit of fun and some decent battles, which is what I'm looking for, really, rather than a decent race result. So let's get racing and let's see what this is like. Right, here we are then. Foot on the clutch. First gear selected now. We're going to hit the sweet spot with the revs as the 6 red lights make their way on here. Lights out and away we go. It's a steady start off the line. I'm pulling about 40 frames, so that should be just about okay. Making our way down towards turn 1. I'm going to go for the outside line here. Going to be a little bit cautious though to leave some room. Going the long way around here, no contact as a lot of the cars seem to take the more wider line there through turn 1. I've got a car on my left hand side, they're trying to make his way through. We're going to leave some room as we go into this tricky left-hander. And he's going to go through as we... Oh my god. Oh boy. That was not a good start, we're going to have to try again. That was an awful start. A very, very awful start. Right, we're going to try that again. So, let's get ready for the 6 red lights here. First gear selected. We're going to get the revs a little bit more in the sweet zone this time. Lights out and away we go this time for a second A race attempt at Fuji. Let's try luck on the inside this time. There we go. Easy does it into turn 1 on the apex. Bit of contact. Someone tries to slam into the side of us. So the AI are pretty aggressive. We're side by side here with this guy who's giving me little to no room on the outside here. We're going to try and hang on around the outside. Yes, we do. There we go. Nice move. Flat out through here. I'm going to try and use the outside to find a bit of space. There we go. I thought about going down the inside, but I thought better of it as the Haas gets a little bit high actually on 2 wheels over that curb. So far though, good start. I believe we're up to like P10 maybe. We are getting the run on the Haas here. We're going to go to the inside. Easy on the brakes into here. Let's not overcommit. A bit of contact. The Haas is still there. So we've got to leave some room as the back end gets loose. As we now go into this tricky Mickey Mouse section, which is not my strong point, I can't lie. This car doesn't seem to like it. AI taking a different line to me through here. Ah, no, it's gone. Damn it. The car does not like that part of the track. Oh dear, it's just so unstable. Right, we'll try again. And I'll make a few setup adjustments just to make sure we can get through this part of the track without any issues. Right, we're going to try again. Here we go. Let's ease on the revs as we get ready for the 6 red lights here at Fuji. Lights out and away we go. And that's a good start off the line this time. Competing with the AI, we're going to make our way to the outside line. Easy does it, not much room. On the brakes, gingerly. We've established the outside line is probably a better line. Through there. On the gas, there we go. A little bit cautious. Got a car to my right. We're going to try and commit to this though and throw the car in. Quite deep on the brakes. We've got cars in front going side by side. Guy to my right hand side still kept it in there actually. We're going to go the long way around though. Through here. And we're going to sweep around the outside. And also pick up the inside on this guy to my right. There we go. Nice move. Car in front, a little bit all over the place here. We've got a mix of actual F1 cars and then just fantasy made up skins. So I'm not quite sure who these guys are around me at the minute as we go into the tricky kind of hairpin chicane. I'm not sure what to call it, but we're on the inside. We are going to take the line, so we'll be able to take the apex this time. Nicely done through there. As we now make our way into this very tricky part of the track once again. So let's see if we can survive another lap. Here we go. Up the hill. Let's not bin it this time. And oh, I've been taken out. You've got to be kidding me. Oh dear. Let's just keep it going. Let's keep it going. We've not completely ruined it just yet, but that was far from ideal. Hopefully when we get up to speed we can start to push it a little bit, but that was not what I had in mind. Rather than hit straight, we're going to open up DRS because everybody else is, and I don't want to miss out. We've still got 5 laps to go. Let's see if we can actually try and make some progress here and make up a few positions. Let's see, just over the line, I want to confirm, am I last still? P15? No, I'm P14 actually, so we have made up a place on the opening lap. Right then, let's focus on the comeback. Pace is good, but now the AI are fully up to race pace. They're doing pretty well themselves. I'm trying to close the gap here, but it's proving quite difficult. That was nicely done through there though. Let's see if we can actually keep it on the black stuff. 3rd time lucky. There it is. This time we do hang on. But I'm actually not catching up that much. I'm struggling to close the gap. Right, you know what? I'm going to restart again because the pace is actually very similar. We're very closely matched. I just can't get this gap closed down. So we're going to try again. But I do think if we get through the first lap, it could be an exciting race. Right, here we go. Attempt number 1 million. Let's see if we can make this one count. That's the 6 red lights. Make their way on here. Lights out and away we go. And that was not as good of a start as last time, but we move. Let's continue on anyway. Down towards turn 1. Quite aggressive on the brakes. I'm going to back out a little bit as the inside line is not the best line to be. Yellow flag. As we've got a spinning Ferrari. Oh my god, we just about avoid it. Bit of carnage. Car to the left. More contact as we bump wheels. Couldn't even see him out on peripheral vision. We're going to go around the outside through the left-hander there. We're now going to be on the inside through here, so we should be okay. Oh, I almost went to the back of that guy there. Down the inside. On the brakes. Nice move. Driver out of the race. Driver 11. Sebastian Vettel out as well. So a couple of retirements early on. We're down to 13 runners. Making our way down to the chicane hairpin. Easy does it. Let's not overcommit through here. This is where the AI really like to have fun. Hopefully this time we don't get taken out. We can get through unscathed. Through the first one, job done. Through the second one. Trying to be a bit more aggressive, taking an early apex. And there we go, that's much better. Right, we survived. Now I have to take a nice wide line through here. On the gas, DRS open. Let's try and make a move on the car in front of us here. Let's crank the engine up. Full power. Let's see what we've got in the tank. Here we go, we're starting again now. Here we go. Towards turn 1. Come on. On the brakes. It's a late lunge, but that guy's actually quite good on the brakes. A bit of contact in front. So we're going to sit behind for now. Engine back to normal engine mode. So we go through the left-hander, carrying the momentum. That's going to put us on the outside here. Can we go all the way around? Flat out around the outside. Yes, we do. Had a look down the inside of the guy in front, his teammate, but we're going to stay behind as we have a big bit of oversteer. That's going to invite the pressure from his teammate. I think we should be okay to stay in front of those, make our way down towards the chicane. Easy does it again through here. We can still get taken out, we're still at a risk, so I want to try and make sure that we're good through here. Going to keep it in fourth. Carry the speed. This is such a tricky section, I'm taking it so easily. Nice bit of apex there, love that. On the gas. Making our way to the final corner, trying to carry some speed. Engine turn up, here we go. Let's give it everything. Into top speed. We should be able to get past there, come on. DRS open now. This is it, we're gaining. It's swerving all over the place, but we did make the move. And there we go, job done. Up to P7. He's having a look on the inside there to try and come back at us, but we're going to stay in front, and there we go. P7 secured. Let's try and get past now. A few more cars as we're on lap number 3, approaching half race distance. This is going well so far. These guys in front are battling. Let's close the gap through here. We're quite good for this section, flat out. A bit hot on the brakes there. We're going to just about get away with it. Again, the nature of the corner allows you to take a lot of different lines. Oh, we've got a bit of a lunge from the Alpha. And there's contact. He goes for a spin. So that's another position. And this car in front is out of shape as we get out of shape ourselves. It's bound to happen. The AI are a little bit reckless, as we all know. Come on, let's try and close the gap on these two. Top 5 finish up for grabs. Through the front of the corner. On the gas, trying to really push the limits here. DRS open, let's try and close them down a little bit on the straight. Top speed enabled. These two are literally side by side here as we make our way onto lap number 4. And half race distance has officially elapsed. And we've actually got pretty close to the lap record. The lap record is at 18.4, so we are closing in on that, which is from 2008. Let's see if we can try and beat it this lap. I'm going to crank the engine up and try and run a bit of a simulation lap to see if we can really close down these guys. That was nice, using 6th gear through there, carrying the speed, flat out through here. That's going to give us the inside. Oh, that's close with the McLaren. We just about avoid the contact, but that's giving the guy on the outside a chance to come back at us. We are going to be able to get in front though. Because of the engine power, we've got the engine turned up, we can stay in front. And there we go, job done. Up to P6. Let's try and get close to that McLaren now. Going on to the next lap. How many risks do I want to take through here to really close the gap? Let's find out. I'm definitely getting better though. That right-hander is getting a bit easier. Also this left-hander, the late apex is working out quite nicely for us. Okay, I'm well within range through the final corner. DRS motor up to hot lap mode. Here we go. Let's get this overtake on the McLaren done and dusted using the slipstream. This should be our lap, I think. Here we go. Across the start finish. Up to P5 and we set a lap record 17.8. On the brakes though, side by side to turn 1. The McLaren tries to hang it around the outside as we get loose. Oh, what a catch. The McLaren though holds on, fair play. We're going to try and get back after him. This battle's not over. This is what I wanted, a bit more of a battle, and that's what I'm getting. We're going to go around the outside though. This is my place to overtake as we breeze past on the outside. Accidentally opening DRS there. That's put me offline. I pressed the wrong button. I meant to turn my engine mode down. That's given the McLaren the position once again. Let's try and get through. Making our way down to the chicane. Can we go for it? late on the brakes, different overtaking spot, side by side, the McLaren holds on, he gets a bit loose, as do we, and somehow I've got underneath him, yellow flag. I've got no comment over that. That was a bit of a weird incident. Somehow my car just scooped him up. Really weird. But we do make the move, as the car behind almost takes us out. They had a little bit of a swipe us, but we're up into the top 5 definitively now. And I think unless an absolutely miraculous final lap, that's going to be where we finish this race. I'm going to keep the engine on full power to try and close the gap on this last lap. So let's see if we can try and make something happen. If not, we'll focus on getting a really quick lap in. Went a bit wide there on the brakes. I'm pushing hard. Pushing quite a lot. The car's getting loose. Oh dear, stop that. Come on. Oh, we've lost the place. We've lost 2 places. Come on, come on. What a shame. I was pushing. I was nearly a second up on my personal best. I was trying to beat my own lap. The rears are overheating though. They're cooking. The car feels very light. Up to the final corner. Looks like we are going to lose out on P5 and finish P7. But you know what? I've enjoyed this one actually. Much better than Bathurst, which was an absolute wreck fest. The cars are actually somewhat raceable around here. But there we go. On the start finish as everybody starts to cross the line. And we're going to come through for a 7th place from last place in the grid. That's still not too bad. And that is Fuji. Overall, I quite enjoyed that. That was good fun.